Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another coffee rant with Dano and Frank, our Patriot Bald Eagle. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Dollar Tree and a lot of changes that have been going on with Dollar Tree. We're going to address some of the comments that I've been getting about Dollar Tree and how a lot of people are pretty disgusted with the way prices are going up at Dollar Tree. How many times have I said Dollar Tree there? I don't know, but it is kind of frustrating. I try to hold my frustration when we're going throughout the store, looking at some of the different things, some of the different foods. I know that for a lot of people, especially a lot of viewers on our channel, Dollar Tree is a very important place that you shop because you either live day to day or week to week. Over the last few years, we've talked about a lot of our viewers who like their privacy, so therefore they email me. Well, I've been getting a lot of emails lately about how Dollar Tree has been changing and has been hurting you and your family, or families, I should say, because of a lot of the different prices. And I know one of you had mentioned that, you're able to still work with the $1.25 items in the grocery, but you're worried that if these prices go up to $1.50 for some of these items or even higher, it could be pretty bad. And I agree, it is. It is, and I wanted to address this because I do fear that a lot of these products are going to keep going up at Dollar Tree. We're seeing a lot of price increases at the grocery stores. I won't say where I went today, but tune in tomorrow morning as it's a real shocker. And, I hate delivering bad news. I do, but, it's not good. It's not good. I'll just say that. Dollar Tree has been changing things a little bit every month. I feel like they do something here, then they'll do something there. They want it to kind of stretch out a little bit to kind of soften the blow because Dollar Tree knows that its target audience are people who don't have much, right? Now, that's not their major, it's not all their audience here, I mean, everybody shops at Dollar Tree. A lot of people do. And it's like you go to Dollar Tree because of the great prices. Now, I will admit that me and Jessica shop at Dollar Tree for for all kinds of things, really, including groceries. But mostly our focus when we go to Dollar Tree is so that we save on cards, like birthday cards, holiday cards, stuff like that. You can get these very cheap at Dollar Tree. A lot of them are still two for $1. You got to kind of search through them now. But there are a lot of them still two for $1. Different party supplies, those kind of things are still $1.25. For how long, though? I'm suspecting these are going to be some of the next things to go up because when you look at some of the prices of the different party supplies and stuff like this for $1.25, you can imagine that $1.50 really isn't as bad. It's really not as, it's still way cheaper than anywhere else. I saw a gift bag at Kroger the other day. Mind you, it was a decent sized one, but it was like $4, $4.99 for a birthday gift bag. Same one at Dollar Tree is $1.25. Now, if something like that goes up to $1.50, I'm still going to buy them at Dollar Tree. I'm still going to shop there because you're not going to find it any cheaper. Now, I'm not trying to defend Dollar Tree and all this, but I am, we're going to talk the good with the bad. We're going to talk about the good first. A lot of the good being that a lot of stuff is $1.25 still. And that's something we always talk about on the channel. If it is within the means of your budget, you may want to stock up on some of your favorite $1.25 items right now. Because I'm suspecting a lot of things are going to be going up. Part of the reason why I mentioned the party supplies and stuff is because there have been party cities closing. Now, Party City is traditionally pretty expensive. There's a lot, you can find some deals in there every now and then, but it's pretty pricey, pretty expensive. They sell exclusively party supplies, but they have been closing. Therefore, that's going to put a lot more demand on Dollar Tree, and the more demand is the more of a reasoning to raise those prices. So I would not be surprised if one of the next things that we see, as a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if even before Halloween, or maybe right after Halloween, right before Christmas, right? They know everybody's going to be in there buying the bows, wrapping paper, gift bags. So I say again, if you are like us, which this is what we're doing, I'm telling you exactly, this is the Dano playbook. Me and Jessica are going to go to Dollar Tree, and we're going to stock up on a lot of different gift bags that we know our family likes, different bows, tape, stuff like that, stuff that you're not going to find for a cheaper price anywhere else. And we're going to stock up on these things because it's not like we're going to stop wrapping Christmas presents or anything. Now, normally we don't buy wrapping paper at Dollar Tree just because the quality. Jessica likes good wrap. She'll pay a little extra for good wrap. Not saying I use Dollar Tree wrapping paper for years, right? I still do in some accounts, like some of the graphic ones, some of the, if we're just got a birthday, we don't have any birthday wrapping paper, I will run there and get a thing of wrapping paper. Obviously, you're not going to get much for $1.25. A lot of the different things that Dollar Tree is selling, even some of like the $5 kits and stuff like that, because it's not Dollar Tree anymore. They have $5, $6, $7 items, even toys that I've seen for $10 or more. They were supposed to cap off the price at $7. That is not the case. They have blown way past that. Of course, along with everybody's excuse right now, well, prices keep going up, so we have to raise our prices on this stuff. Let's take a sip of coffee here. We got a lot to talk about. It's probably going to go on a bit here about Dollar Tree because we definitely have to cover a lot of ground here. Okay, so a lot of the different things, we're just going to go over a few of the items that I know personally have gone up in the food aisle that were $1.25. Ramen noodles, those things. I expect ramen noodles is going to go up again because we just saw it go up at Walmart. We saw them go up at Kroger. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes up at Dollar Tree again. I wouldn't be surprised at all. We've seen where aluminum foil, aluminum in the aluminum pans, the disposable pans, still a decent price at $1.75 though. Okay, still a good price. I mean, for a lot of the, obviously you're not going to get as much aluminum foil at Dollar Tree as what you get at some other stores, but a 50 square feet of Reynolds wrap, the 50 square footage one, is right around $5 or more for Reynolds wrap in most stores. Now, I don't know what the square footage is. I think it's like 15, maybe 15 square feet for some of the cheaper ones at Dollar Tree. So $1.75, it still doesn't seem like as good of a deal as getting the Reynolds wrap though, does it? Maybe a little, like I'm saying, if you bought a few of them to equal amount. But if you are just going and you just need a little bit, or if you're single or just one other person, Dollar Tree is a perfect place to shop, even with the prices going up. Now, there are some things that I know a lot of people have complained about, and it's kind of the cleaning products. Obviously the brushes and stuff that me and Jessica use to clean, the different sponges and stuff like that, those went up to $1.50. I did stock up some more on those. Yes, it is completely packed under our sink. I love those 6-pack of dish sponges. They're amazing. And even at $1.50, I basically saved about $1. I bought 4 other packs. So I saved $1 before they went up to $1.50 because you guys were telling me, see, we have great communication on this channel. Don't be afraid to say nothing. You never have to give your name or anything. Just let us know down in the comments what's going on in your town. Let us know what's going on in your city or state. And make it short. You don't have to spell out your city and state. I know I've said that in the past. You can just abbreviate your state. Let us know what's going on in your state so you may be helping out one of your neighbors. You might be helping out one of your neighbors, your friends. You're helping out me too. Because in all of this, I'm trying to map out everything that's going on all at once so that we can try and help people by talking about this and reaching people out further. Because it's not just the United States where we're having major issues on prices. It is all around the world right now. All around the world. I know we have a couple viewers from Germany who have been talking about their prices going through the roof. We have a lot of Canadian friends on the channel here. Which already high prices in Canada, and we've been hearing a lot of the same products that are going up in the U.S. here, that are going up in the States, are going up there too, right? I mean, it's not just in the country here; it's outside the country as well. It is something that is just carrying. People are, it's like what we've talked about before. It's like a domino effect. It's like what one thing affects one person, it's going to affect another. Well, that's the same with countries and our neighbors and everybody else. It's like what one thing happens to one person, it's going to happen to another person one way or another, right? Whether the prices go up on this or that, it's going to come into a balance to where everybody is going to be paying higher prices. And it's a shame I'm trying not to drift too far off Dollar Tree here because I could go into multiple different stores, which we may. There's another store I want to talk about. Not going to talk about it tonight. Maybe I'll do another coffee rant tomorrow. We'll see. I'm kind of getting some information about this place. It's kind of, some of you guys have been talking about it. You may know what I'm talking about, but yeah, these things we have to go over to try and stay ahead of the game. These days, guys, we have to try and stay ahead of the game because if we know that something, because usually we don't know. Usually things happen overnight, and we're stuck with having to pay whatever the next day. And with my luck, that'll be what we need to buy or stuff that we need to stock up on. Now, one thing I will say, okay, and we've seen this at Dollar Tree as well, paper products are going up in price. I saw today somewhere where I visited that I noticed some paper products going up in price. I didn't focus so much on that, okay? But you know, if you know, you know. That we've had a lot of viewers who've been talking about things like paper towels, toilet paper, stuff like that going up in price. So I've been trying to kind of keep an eye, at least for different sales going on. You know, I can't do it all. I try to do as much as I can. But back to Dollar Tree here. A lot of people have been commenting about the glass dishes. I know most of you who follow the channel know that I've loved buying those dishes over the years. I still do. Even at $1.50, they all went up to $1.50. All the glasses, all the dishes, you know, that I'm always talking about. Hey, if you need a set, you know, you can buy a set, or you can, you know, mix and match different plates if you like different colors and stuff like that. You know, like solid plates, like glass plates and stuff like that. They went up to $1.50. Still a great price. Now, I don't like talking good about any price increases, but I'm just happy that's all it went up to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like those could easily go up to $3 a plate, right? I mean, they really could, and you would still be saving money, and that's how Dollar Tree is going to look at it in the future. Okay, and speaking of the future, think about these things. We're already seeing, like, okay, so from what I understand, all of our Dollar Trees seem to have refrigerated areas. Maybe not all of them, but the two that I frequent do. If yours does not, then you don't need to listen to this. But if your Dollar Tree does have the refrigerated areas, keep in mind to look at that, kind of like Kroger or any other grocery store. They have stopped the big signs. There's no big signs anymore that says $3 fridge, $4 refrigerator. You know what I mean? Like, there's no it's all scattered out. It's all lined up. There's nothing in the freezer aisle or refrigerated area that is like, not like it was. It's not broken down like this is all $3 items. This is all $4 items. This is all $5 items. This is all $1.25. It's not like that anymore. They have it all spread out. I do and I don't like that. Okay, I don't like it because I like the way it was before. I like how it was like, okay, I look in this bin, it's $3. I look over here, I know it's all $4. But I kind of like the way they did it, though, because people could take stuff out and then put it back, and then it's like you see an item that you think's $3 and it's really $4. You know, let me know down in the comments if that's happened to you. I'm sure that's happened to a lot of people. This is one of the things that we were talking about that was going to be a problem with Dollar Tree when they started raising prices, right? Or bringing in items that were of higher prices, okay? So, you know, and there's a lot of things that Dollar Tree is adding. I know people keep saying, well, it's just Family Dollar now. I will say this. Family Dollar is now privately owned. Somebody spent the money, I guess, and bought it. I do not think that Dollar Tree still owns Family Dollar. I think they separated. I think Family Dollar. So we're going to have to get to Family Dollar and see what's going on. There are a few Family Dollars still around here. A lot of them closed back when Dollar Tree owned it. But, you know, I'm a little cautious of saying things like that because usually, like, when we talk about, oh, well, they're not with Dollar Tree anymore, well, then there'll be an article that, oh, well, Dollar Tree decided to pay it off, you know, but I don't think so. I think Family Dollar's on its own now, and I don't know who owns Family Dollar. There was a lot of, I do know that a lot of Ollie's Bargain Outlet have bought out Big Lots, but I don't think it's all of them. That's why I'm a little, I don't know for sure if Dollar Tree has any part with Family Dollar anymore. They could still own some. They might not own any. I don't know. I haven't done any research on that in the last few weeks, so we'll see what happens with that. I don't know whether that's going to be a good or a bad thing, but what I will say is a lot of things that you guys have been saying in the comments. Yes, Dollar Tree seems like it is turning into Family Dollar. But I will say that Dollar Tree is still having a lot of very cheap items that did I say Dollar General? Family Dollar. Dollar Tree is still has a lot more cheaper items that Family Dollar never had. All these $1.25 items that Dollar Tree has, no, Family Dollar would have some dollar items and stuff like that. Excuse me. But not to the extent of what Dollar Tree has. Now, since I mentioned Dollar General, let's talk about that for a second. I've really been appreciating Dollar General lately and all of the dollar items that I've seen at a couple of ours. The one Dollar General that I frequent has an entire aisle of nothing but dollar items. And then the next aisle, because Dollar General does sell items of everything, meaning that they have name brands, they got their own brand, they got, Clover Valley's one of their store brands that they use, but they have a lot of different things, and it's like you're not trying to hide that. You're not trying to say, oh, well, here's a $3 section, here's a $4. No, here's an aisle that is all $1 items. And then you have an aisle, another aisle, couple aisles, different candies. They still got the Starlight candy or whatever that's called. I can't remember. But the different dollar candies, the hard candies, desktop candies, as I call them, and other things as well, like a dollar chips aisle and stuff like that. But yeah, lots. I was surprised to see so many $1 items at Dollar General, and a lot of good deals. A lot of good deals on pet food. Maybe not great deals, but the way I look at it is if you're shopping at Dollar General anyway, and if you're paying the same price for the cat food or dog food that you would pay at Kroger, well, then you can get it there. You're not paying, because that's what I noticed anyway, is that it's not much more, if any, over what you're going to pay at like Kroger or Meijer or some of these other places. So it gives you an option to buy that there and not have to go to another store, which I do like. And our Dollar General is pretty big too, so I do like that. And they're packed with stuff. Now, I will say their coffee's gone through the roof, but that has gone up everywhere. Dollar Tree can't even keep coffee on the shelves because every time they put a coffee brand on there, the coffee prices go up. Folgers has gone through the roof. I haven't seen, if you guys been on the channel for a while, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I have not seen those little $5 Folger cans since they first brought them out months ago. And they were gone. Every time I go to Dollar Tree, there's none. Now, I will say they've been bringing Maxwell House in, and those have been $5. Now, how long that's going to last, I don't know. It went up too. It went up $3 a can at Kroger. So I don't know, guys, but these price increases at some of our major supermarkets and grocery stores are kind of forcing the hand of places like Dollar Tree, and we'll probably see within Family Dollar too. I haven't been to Family Dollar in a long time. I need to check it out. I grew up, not grew up, but when I was in my late teens, I know I've talked about this a lot. When I was in my late teens, early 20s, Dano here was not, like every kid. I didn't have any money. I didn't even know how to save money. I didn't know what to do. But I knew Family Dollar had me covered. And this was back when prices were way better at Family Dollar. And this was way before Dollar Tree had owned Family Dollar. I feel like Dollar Tree bit off more than they can chew. Family Dollar it was seemingly going out of business back in 2012 or whenever, Dollar Tree decided to buy them out. And they may not have even sealed that deal, maybe 2015. 2012, I know Family Dollar was on its way out, right? And that might have been the point when I first realized that, hey, Family Dollar is going out of business here. I need to go stock up on the things that I love at Family Dollar, and I did. I actually would get little presents, because I never had much money, and I wanted to get, my family and friends, little Christmas presents, whatever I could afford, and Family Dollar was a place to do that. I kind of see Dollar General like the old Family Dollar. I think that's why I've kind of gone back to Dollar General and just really enjoying it. Really enjoying the dollar items. And yeah, I don't video everything I do. But, if me and Jessica go there or something, we just want to check some stuff out. Might take you along with us on one of our journeys through there. But back to Dollar Tree. It's not going to be too much longer before we start seeing price increases on a lot of other things too. And when I was talking about different cleaning supplies, one of the things I know our viewers had sent me in an email that you were disgusted and you just left was Dollar Tree has a thing, and it's always been like this. I mean, the broom, the brush part would be $1.25, and then the pole to screw in the brush would be $1.25. I always looked at it like, well, for $2.50, I'm getting a broom, and it's actually a really nice broom. I've used that during like the winter time, like when I scrape the car off, we get too much snow or whatever. It's always worked really well for that. If it can handle that, then it's pretty durable. But I know that was what upset you, and I hear you because you are paying a different price for two different things that do one thing, and really, maybe they should just. And really, that's what they've done. So now it's going to be $3. But really, if they were to put them together and sell them for $3, that would make more sense. And I think it would be less of a headache. Because, yeah, it's like you're paying two different things here. It's like, say the brush breaks of the broom. And you want to take it back and get a different one. Well, you're not getting the whole set. You're getting just the brush, and part of the other part could have been part of how the other thing broke. I don't know. I'm just trying to use that as an example, but it is multiple things that you have to buy to make the one product work. And yeah, that's kind of silly. I've always thought that was kind of silly, but I always look at the price like, well, for $2.50, that's a heck of a deal. The Libman ones at Kroger that I compare, which they're probably a little better quality, maybe. But they're $12. They're $12 for those Libman. Yeah, they're put together. And they also come with the pail, or not the pail, but the scooper. But that's $12. And, and I'm not... I know people are frustrated. Okay? I know people are frustrated. I'm trying to just... You guys know how I felt about Dollar Tree when they first started doing all this. I was upset. I was really ticked off. I did not like it at all. I was like, this is it. This is the end of Dollar Tree. And then they started, and that's just when they raised their prices, or not raised their prices, when they were adding those $3, $4, $5 items, and then they were saying they were going to cap off at $7, and then literally the next trip I go, as a matter of fact, one of you pointed it out because there was a toy that I had missed, because everything I had seen was for $7. I think we saw like a tray, like some kind of cooking tray that was like $10 or something, but somebody saw a toy like some kind of water gun that was $10 in the video, and you mentioned it. I went back and I looked at it. I was like, holy smokes, it is. It had not even been a week since they said they were going to cap prices off at $7, and here we are the very next week finding a $10 item. That's when I there's always been a trust with a lot of these companies. There's always been a trust with Dollar Tree. For me anyway, and maybe I trust too much. It's becoming less and less as we go along. But, it's just, how far are they going to dig? And I think that's what I'm getting to. That's the final Dano take here of this video. How much more are they going to do before people quit shopping there and realize maybe I should just save up, buy the bulk item, and then not buy this that's keep costing me an extra $10 or $20 that I'm buying a week at Dollar Tree. I understand not everybody can do that. Okay? But how many people does it take to lose shopping at your store for you to realize that, maybe I need to quit doing this. Maybe we need to work this out differently. Have these other... Because how many people are going into Dollar Tree shopping for the $3, $4, $5 items? I never... Probably a few. Excuse me. Probably a few. But I'll say this. Every time I'm in there in the $3 or $4 or $5 aisle, I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody. And those shelves are full. I will say, for the items that they have there, though, I really like. they've got some pretty cool stuff for $3, $4, $5. Did they need to do that? Probably not. But I think in some ways they have to raise some of these prices. People have mentioned, employees' wages going up and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, it's everything. Everything is coming together to where Dollar Tree and all of these other places are going to end up suffering because of all the other prices going up in the stores and the manufacturers and companies saying, well, and Dollar Tree will just cut the business, right? They're kind of like Walmart. If it gets beyond what Walmart or Dollar Tree knows that you're going to pay for the product and just not buy it at all, or maybe you look at the numbers of what it was since you raised it up to $1.50, then they're probably just going to say, well, we don't want to buy anymore. And at that point, it's up to the manufacturer to see if they want to lower the price. So it's a rock and a hard place. Dollar Tree is definitely changing. It really is. And I don't like it. I don't like seeing prices go up on anything. And I can't tell you all the reasons why they are, but I can tell you the reasons why it is still worth shopping at Dollar Tree. We need to keep, and I know some people may get upset by this, but we need to keep these places like Dollar Tree in business because we don't want these stores to go away. Even if a store like Dollar Tree going away isn't going to hurt you, it might be hurting somebody else. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.